Hey guys, so welcome to week 7 of season 3. Man, it's already been 7 weeks. And in this video, I have your weekly to-do list and more. We also have a new mount this week. As always, we'll begin with the Great Vault. Hopefully I'll get a mythic item this week that I can actually use. And I swear I am cursed because a neck where I already have crafted, I already have a myth wrist trinket. I don't want this trinket. Man, this is a tough week for me. I hope you get something good in your vault. This week, we also have a new catalyst that is available here in Dornigal. Now, this would be great if I had a mythic item of something that I could use. Now, the way you want to use this is for your main 5 pieces, your helmet, your shoulders, your chest, your gloves, and your legs. You want to make sure you have the 4-set bonus for your class because it is a massive damage increase, even if you don't have it in the highest quality piece of gear. Ideally, what I've been waiting for is to get any of those 4 types of items in my vault in mythic quality so that I can take it and drop it in here and turn it into a set piece so that I can keep the 4 set and have it in mythic without having to do mythic raiding. If you recall last week, we did some Crest Trading over here at this location over here on the map. At this place here, we still have some of the ones in our bags, like this one where you can keep using it and get carved ethereal crests. And I'm already full on carved, and I already have some runed that I can use as well. And it looks like I'm already capped on runed crests, which means I can buy another 15 gilded crests for this week. There we go. So that means I can start the week off with 30 gilded crests right off the bat. Nice and easy. The next thing you're going to want to focus on is if you are still progressing your Renown track for the Koreshi Trust, if it's not 20 yet. You're going to start off with the quest in Dornigal at this location over here. This one is very important from Beergoth, which is going to award you 1,500 renown to that trust. This week, it's going to require you to do the City of Threads dungeon, and I recommend doing it in follower dungeon so that you can speed through it in a couple minutes. This week is going to have Timewalking active for the Mists of Pandaria, which is a great time to level up any of your alts because Timewalking dungeons are great for leveling. There's also going to be a quest over here in Dornigal at this location here. To complete 5 Timewalking dungeons, you will get an item of 681 eye level for doing this. Great for alts too. So when you're leveling your alts, make sure you have the Timewalking dungeon selected and not the random heroic one. Easy mistake to make. Ideally, you're going to want to do a Timewalking dungeon on each of your characters so that you can accept the weekly quest that you get for Timewalking. Timewalking dungeons also have a chance to award you this mount randomly, the Infinite Time Reaver. I still don't have it myself, but hopefully you can get it this week. You'll see that when you defeat the final boss of the dungeon and you loot the guy, you'll get a quest item, which will be a time warped coin. With this coin, you'll then head to your portal room and take a portal to the Jade Forest to head over to Mists of Pandaria. And you'll make your way all the way to the Timeless Isle on the right-hand side to this NPC at this location to hand in the quest. When you hand in this quest, you'll get 500 time warped badges. It's great to do this on all your characters because they can all get 500, and this is a warband currency, which means I can go to my currency tab, I can go to the time warp badges, and if I have any of these badges on any alts, I can hit the transfer key here to transfer from them to this character so that I can collect a bunch. That's why I have a 9,000, and I've actually spent a ton already. And what you're going to spend them on are mounts if you don't have them already. At the same NPC that you hand in the quest, you'll see there's not only just transmog, there are mounts that you can get, like this one over here, that is only available during the Mr. Pandaria Timewalking. So you can get this one. You're also able to get the Timely Busby. This one's available at any Timewalking. The same with the Sandy Shale Wing. This one's also available at any Timewalking. And then we have Yule, the Daughter of Jade. You can also get this one. I don't know if this one is specific to Mr. Pandaria. I think it's available all the time as well. So if you want these mounts, you're going to have to do Timewalking on as many of your alt characters as you can, just for that 500 quest. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem there's a Timewalking raid. I don't know, like their quest is not here. It's usually here. I don't know why it's not here. They maybe changed something with the system. There's normally supposed to be a Timewalking raid that has a quest that gives you a heroic item for completing it. And it's usually the Mogashan Vaults, but I guess we don't have it this week, which is unfortunate. In case you somehow missed it, the Brewfest event started yesterday and goes on for 2 weeks up until the 9th of October. This comes with a free daily chance of getting a mount. It could be the Great Brewfest Kodo, like this one, or the new one they've added, which is the Brewfest Barrel Bomber that looks like this. And the way you can get these is by going into your group finder and queuing for Corrin Dire Brew. You can get this item from there once a day and hopefully get the mount from it. So queue for it. It's going to be a very quick queue. This guy dies in like literally 10 seconds or less. All you literally do is run in, you speak to the NPC Corin Diabru like this, you just insult him, fight, he spawns, you pop all CDs, and we go ham, and we just destroy this dude in like seconds flat. Boom, like that. He's dead. Now, if you're doing this for gear, he only drops 655 eye level gear, so it's nothing crazy. You really just want the cake-shaped thing, which is going to give you more prize tokens too, which are warbound, so you can transfer these to your alt characters or to your main character. The event also comes with a bunch of quests and achievements that you can do. For Alliance players, you're going to find this outside Ironforge, which is of course located in the Eastern Kingdoms at this spot. So make your way here. You can do all the quests here. There's also a event that you can do with this NPC here where you pick a role and it has like a little boss on a bar that awards you 3 levels of rewards. It's quite new, so you should do that. And this is mainly all to use these 3 NPCs that you can access over here, which will have things that you can buy, like heirloom stuffs, the Brew of the Month Club membership form. There's one that you can buy pets and other stuff from, and then the main one here for different transmog items that you can purchase too. I myself only did this for the Brewfest achievements to make sure I have all of the achievements unlocked for the Brewfest, because you can only do this for these 2 weeks every year. So if you miss one, you have to wait till next year to do it. If you instead play a Horde character, you just have to go just outside Orgrimmar, located in Kalimdor, of course. Just over here to this location, you should see that the Brewfest is set up over here. And the vendors that you need to buy those same things from are located in this section here. Over in Koresh, you're going to do Reshinor, the Untethered World Boss. When you kill the World Boss, you will get a 688 eye level Warband item that's going to be for your Warband. So you can send it to an alt or use it for your main character if you're still gearing this one. It's mainly just to help gear your alts. You then have your weekly quest in Tazavesh, which is the Warrant. The Warrant quest, if you do 6 of these, you'll get a mount. This is called the Terror of the Night, which is this mount that I'm riding right now, which we got 2-3 weeks ago. Pretty cool, I do like it, and you just have to do 6 of these unique quests here. They also give you Renown, so if you have the mount and you still want your Renown, you can keep doing them. There's also the quest over here from Constable Zoardes, which is the More Than Just a Phase, by completing activities in phase diving for Renown as well. The quickest way to do that quest is by doing any of the world quests that require phase diving, and also looking for treasures or rares within phase diving will also help you complete that progress bar. The next activity is going to be the The next thing is the Ecological Succession for the Wriggling Pinnacle Cache, which has a mount in it. And you can also get this mount that I'm flying right now by completing all of the quests here, the campaign, and a bunch of the dailies, which we covered in my previous video last week. Essentially, when you're in this area, you'll get the quest here for the Ecological Succession with the percentage bar, and you'll have a bunch of these quests around here. Doing one of these quests gives you 20% for that progress bar, so you just have to do 5 of the quests. If you're not interested in completing the event and you just want Renown, there are 3 quests every week here that award 300 Koresh Trust, so I at least recommend picking that up for the 900 Renown that you will get every week by doing those 3 quests here. When you go ahead and you complete all of these quests and you get the Wriggling Pinnacle Cache, you can open up this cache and hopefully get the mount, which I still have not gotten after like so many weeks of doing this. In case you're wondering, this is the mount that can drop from that chest, the Curious Slateback. Now we'll talk about gearing through delves. You have bountiful delves, you always have 4 of them every single day. They rotate across the map for Khazalgar, you should know this. If you're still low eye level and you want delves for gear, doing tier 8s is fantastic. It's going to give you a champion piece of gear at the end of the delve, opening the chest with a key. It's also going to count for giving you a heroic item in your vaults for next week. Alternatively, if you're pushing at a higher level, you want to do tier 11s, because 3 times a week you can get gilded crests for this. This is 7 gilded crests. And if you go ahead and you use a Delver's Bounty for this at the same time on a tier 11, you'll get 10 gilded crests and you'll get a heroic item that is going to be 694 eye level. So always keep that in mind. Alternatively, if you don't care about delves, you should still do just 1 per week. When you go ahead and you complete a delve, in my case I always do 1 tier 11, you'll get the Archaic Cipher Key at least once per week from the first delve that you do. Doesn't matter the difficulty of the delve, you can do it in tier 1 too. This will give you the Key to Success quest that you do weekly for the Delver's Journey progress. When you hand this in Dornegal, this will go ahead and progress your journey. This is so that you can finish the Season 3 journey over here. This goes a lot quicker if you're doing this on ults as well, but since I only do this on my main character, that's why I might be lagging to some people who play a lot of ults and do delves on those too. But there's no rush, I'll hit here long before this season ends. In terms of the raid, it's a really good week because you can get a mount as long as you've been keeping up to date with your Renown track for it. You're able to hit Renown 8 with the Manaforge Vandals this week, which is going to award you some really cool stuff. You'll see here we unlock access to the mount, as well as a pet, and also some various inscription and enchanting recipes that you can get. The quickest way to do this, whether you raid or not, is by going to the raid finder and doing just 2 of the wings. Essentially, you just have to do 1.5 to gain a Renown level. I just do the first 2 since they're generally quite quick. And then when you are Renown level 8, you're just going to make your way to the raid entrance over here in Karesh to Manaforge Omega. And you'll go ahead and you'll speak with this NPC over here, Zoturu. You'll just hand in the quest for the welcome to the team, and this will give you the mount, which you can go ahead and use immediately. So check our inventory, boom, learn the mount. This is the Vandal's Gear Glider mount. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a free mount essentially just for raiding. So make sure you go ahead and work towards it and get it. If you want the pet, you will see here there is a pet on the far left-hand side, Zoya, this one over here. It will have a quest icon. If you complete it, you'll be able to get the companion pet for this, which if you learn it, is this one over here. Looks pretty cool. In terms of Mythic Plus dungeons, you're just going to try aim to do 10s so that you can get that 707 Mythic item in your Great Vault. And hopefully not be completely disappointed when you do 8 10s in a week and you don't get a single upgrade that's worthy of taking. Man, that feels rough, dude. Imagine doing 8 10s and not getting anything in your vault that you can use. If you're not able to push 10s and you're trying to get heroic gear, at least try to do 6s. 6s are the lowest key that you can do that will give you a heroic item in the chest at the end. And 7s will give you heroic as well, but also gilded crests so that you can, get gilded upgrades and make crafted items with those gilded crests. Which, if you recall, gives you a 720 eye level item. I've got my belt, I've got my ring, I've got my neck, and I've got my offhand weapon. You can have 4 crafted items already at this point in the game. If you're into PvP in Dornagal, you can pick up the weekly quests over here in the foregrounds. This week, you're going to have the 3. One of them is going to be to obtain honor in random battlegrounds. Really easy one to do. The other one is to complete 12 rounds of solo shuffle. Also incredibly easy. You don't have to win. You just have to participate. And for the Sparks of War quest, it's going to be in Hallowfall this time. So fly around in war mode, killing any rares, looking for treasures, looking for those little purple dig things, the disturbed earths, and just general PvP will help you complete that. And that's it for the week. I hope you guys have a good one, and thank you so much for watching.